Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle is here. There we go. Dude. I don't know why. Anyway, another episode of our Open AI tournament coming at you. I closed and reset the game. I try to do that in between sessions or whatever, just to keep it fresh. I don't know what lurks in RAM or anything, so it's just a good bet. We've gone through the GLA series. We had the Stealth General versus the Toxin General. Toxin General came out for the victory. Toxin General versus the Demolition General. Demolition General came out. That means the GLA Demolition General, Jaziz is going to be the one that's going to be representing the Global Liberation Army in the semifinals. On to China. We did the Nuclear General versus the Tank General, I believe, in the original tournament. Way back when. So we're going to do Tank versus Infantry. Depending on how this stacks, depending on how these players play, this could be a real dumb mess, real dumb fast. But we'll just see what's going on. So Tank General at the bottom, Infantry General at the top. You see there's no cards up my sleeves. We're using the Megacycle Tournament A map made by cncHD. I'll have a link to their channel, and this will just be like a huge playlist, but in the playlist should be the making of map for this map, etc. So let's just get right to it. I'm the Nuke General. Wow, the game knows. The game knows. Yoink. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. Okay, Tank General in the south. Infantry General in the north. You are defeated right in the middle of my damn screen. Barracks, yep. So you're going to get in a position for the second stash. Or the first stash, really. There you go. There's the first. There's the second. Well done. So, slight delay, slight observation. Because the Infantry General's opting for a barracks, their supply centers are going to take... Centers? Supply... Yeah, I got it right. Supply centers. Their supply centers are going to take a hot second later. Sold Command Center. Building 2 war factories for the Tank General. That makes sense. 1 war factory for the Infantry General. Makes sense. A lot of this stuff is about what I would expect. Now, what I'm almost hoping to see... That's a bunker. Yep. Fortified bunker, even. What I'm hoping to see is the same thing we saw out of the Toxin General of the GLA series. A lot of effort capturing stuff. Good territory control, capturing stuff. Now, I'm seeing 3 supply trucks. I always thought it was 2 supply trucks keep everything super fast, but what's cool is, if you see, there's 2 supply trucks here that are not quite wedged, but they're in the perfect spot that they are collecting, and they're dropping off without having to move. That's ideal. As a human player, you can replicate that by pulling this out a bit more to try to wedge the vehicles in there. It just takes experience to do. But we'll get there. Coming up over the Megacycle Entertainment logo is the single-ranked Dragon Tank. Now, these things can be a lot of fun. Very dangerous. Oh, that's how the Infantry General's also countering? Interesting. Dangerous by, I mean, it's a lot of money kicked in, and it can be wasteful if you don't plan on microing very well. Another Dragon Tank in the east, Gatling and a listening outpost to help in the west. Interesting. That was interesting. It still proceeds to be interesting. I'm not sure what's going on. It got by landmines on the right side. Are the Dragon Tanks just not going to fight each other? Oh, just out of range. Now that's a direct attack. Not its ability, which is called, crap, what's it called? Rolling Fire or something? I don't know what it is, but it does that wave. It does like a 45, 90 degree arc. What are you doing in there? You know there's landmines in there. What are you doing? Well, you knew there were landmines in there. What is this guy up to? What is going on right now? I'm not even sure. Waypoints are weird. Am I right? You've got a single minigunner infantry leading the forces of the Chinese Infantry General. I mean, he's given the tank a taste what for. Oof, this does not look good for Homestar Runner. Now, the Chinese Tank General. I've been rewatching a little bit of Strong Bad Homestar Runner. That old Flash cartoon from the 2000s, yep. First capture of an oil derrick is going to go to the Chinese Infantry General. I almost said GLA, because I said GLA, I think, 137 times in the last series. Now, the unfortunate thing that seems to be happening is the infantry seems to be running back to a waypoint to then be like, okay, now we attack. That kind of seems to be what's happening here. Tank General trying more shenanigans on the right side. This is a very weird matchup because China, right? Like, that's kind of the point I'm trying to get across. It's all going to be weird and even, and the real excitement parts are probably really going to be when we get to the differing factions fighting each other, right? One of the things we're going to see that's really different here from GLA versus China is no tunnel networks, right? That item alone is a severe lack of mobility for China, but the way China plays, it's big ball, oh death, TM, right? That's kind of how that flies. Actually, the Tank General seems to be doing a fairly decent job keeping the pressure on. And there's no one in there, I don't think. Or, there's enough of a lip. There might be enough of a lip that it can't really get at. So we'll see. So we've also seen a capture of an oil, which then was immediately thrashed. Yeah, those landmines are really going to do some work for the Infantry General for sure. And this is where the matchup is going to be very uneven. With the attacks that we've seen GLA do, it's been little sprinkles of attacks. Just a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there. And that's not going to work this time. The Infantry General is just going to swarm. They're going to Zerg rush, and that's going to be that. And it's going to be a big damn mess. Let's see, what else do we have for base composition? It's been a little while. We already have a propaganda center for the Tank General. Yep, we did see one for the Infantry General. That's another barracks. That's an airfield. Oh, we might see a Helix rush? Well, rush, we're a little late for it to be a rush, but Helix party might be cool. The other thing is that's going to be different between GLA, China, and the USA is GLA has arguably one of the easiest economies. Economy based on kills is pretty easy. Like, are you murdering? Here's some money. Don't stop. Don't stop the feeling. Don't stop believing. You can probably stop believing now. Oof. This might be the fastest matchup yet. Yep. This is actually done already. On the left side, there's no defenses, there's nothing. Literally 2 Gatling towers would put a really big stop to a lot of this. That would stop a lot of this. Yep. Holy crap. Are you guys gonna capture? What are you doing? All that expensive Chinese armor is just not, it's just not going to get anywhere. Yeah. I kind of figured the matchup was going to be uneven like this. I was almost hoping the Tank General was going to be like, here's 3 Dragon tanks in a row. I'm going to shut down whatever infantry you've got going on. Push really hard on the economy sides of the Infantry General, and then bam, we're done, right? Wrap it up, wrap it up. Being able to crank out a lot of the listing outposts, because those come with infantry. I didn't see any troop crawlers, but troop crawlers would be another really big add. But yeah, this got shabootied real quick. And I'm expecting a sellout any second now because they have no economy and no dozers. Hard army defeated. 8 minutes? 7 minutes? What was that? 8 minutes, 8 seconds? Holy crap. Excuse me. Oh, I wasn't able to get to my microphone that quickly. Sorry. Ooh, the allergies are killing me. All right. That was very fast. Now, take a look at how much supplies were collected. Dollar for dollar, both these players were Loctite. They were locked in. There was not any real variation as to how they did their money. Made small observations. The tank general got to the money slightly faster because they didn't build the barracks, but realistically, that just slap bang put them in there. So they had the exact same amount of resources at their disposal. They just didn't play it the same way, and that's that whole money economy. We had a couple of minigunner infantry that were pulling weight. It gets a little lopsided unless you have enough stuff to bring it. So anyway, blah 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 blah. Let's get right back to it. Tank and infantry. Tank is on the top, infantry's on the bottom. Let's see where this gets us, yeah? Now, this might be a really easy win for the Chinese Infantry General. They're playing very, very sharp. Very sharp.
Unit lost.
Alright. So we should see power plant, another dozer.
You have been defeated.
Barracks. 2 supply depots, and then they sell the command center. Tank General doing what a tank general do. Getting ready and setting up for that supply center. Going a little far, my guy. Yeah, I was just gonna say. Okay. Lockstep where we were 10 minutes ago. So once the first supply center comes online, that's when it gets sold. Now I think we talked a little bit about what that means and why you sell the command center. And it just gives you $1,000. That's half the price of building the command center. It gives you $1,000 to just get your early game combat going on. And most people who do sell their command center have like an early rush strategy. For this, it seems like Dragon Tanks. Dragon Tanks are 1,200? I think it's been a while since I've done Dragon Tanks. I like the Flame Rush strat, but I really only like it when it's Command & Conquer 3 and you play as the Marked of Cain and you get the Purifying Flame or whatever the heck it is and you do the Flame Tank that way, and oh my god, it's devastating. If you're fighting like a GLA that's, or a GDI that's not paying attention, that could be a real mess. Alright, time again for the Do-Si-Do corner. One single chevron flame tank, rank 1 on the left side, rank 0 in the middle. They're most likely gonna come to the left side of the battlefield, give the smoochy romancy kisses, and then just be on their separate ways. I'm not too sure why they don't engage each other. They can damage each other. Being a flame tank does not make you immune to flame. But we got another one cutting over to the right. Looks like since they didn't hit each other, they're just going to go do their dare and do. That's going to get countered by landmines. There's nothing here. So they're going to have a bit of a scrapapple. Not firing nearly as quickly as it should. It's gonna get got, and it does. Landmines take the one on the left. This one double backed. And it looks like they are targeting elsewhere. Some of the other disadvantages for the Tank Generals, the Tank General doesn't have any artillery. None. They don't have Inferno cannons, they don't have nuclear cannons. So from a position of you have to crack an enemy's defenses, they don't have nearly as much versatility as some of the other generals. This is already looking really bad. This is already looking really bad for the Tank General. Already lost 7 units and only destroyed 1. Yep. More uneven matchups like that is going to keep the Infantry General looking real sharp. Infantry General just moving right up. Yeah, this is very unfair. Now I remember why I did the matchup the other way in the other tournament, not to have infantry versus tank. But with the new AI, I was curious as to see how they would operate. To be absolutely honest and clear, there is a massive uptick in efficiency. When it comes to how everything is playing, there's not defenses stashed near the resource nodes. The AI is actually early game aggressive. They capture more than they destroy. So if an oil derrick is captured by an enemy, they seem a bit more prone to capture it back rather than just destroy it. What else? Yep, that still happens. They just Nordic track in place kind of a thing. Yeah, this steady stream of the Infantry General is going to make this very difficult. Why out there? It's going to make this very difficult for the Tank General to get anywhere. We're working on 2 propaganda centers as is. No one, Tank General's not capping this back bit. And it makes sense that the Tank General would take a little bit longer to capture stuff because it's extra infrastructure. It's an extra research cost. I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but like, you're Russian tanks and stuff. Like, you're trying to push for tanks and things. So having infantry might not be the biggest thing. I'm not seeing gobs of infantry around. But this is already a lot. Hello? Why are you guys retreating? There must be a waypoint, like, here, and they're like, oh yeah, now we know what to do. The way in which the AI works, if I understand it correctly, is they'll go and, like, get an order. Like, let's say, hunt, or attack an area, or something. And then when they're done with that, they can go right back to, like, the next waypoint, or a different... Why are you not attacking? They can go right back to, like, a different waypoint to get fresh orders in their command line. It's a good way to reset them so they don't get stuck anywhere. But it can lead to some combat inefficiencies, if you follow my meaning. Here's this again. This is what I call the Nordic track. Like, they're running in place, but they're not going anywhere. Like, their orders are just stuck. But realistically, that's not going to matter. It feels like the Infantry General's working on a speed run for beating the crap out of the Tank General. Yeah, being a Tank General is expensive. Once you get the ball rolling in your nationalism bonus and your Horde bonus, you get 5 units or more, like that kind of stuff, then it gets a bit awesome. But without being able to get there, the Infantry General's just too damn fast. And that's it. I expect a sellout. There we are. Wow. Dude beat his own high score a minute 10 faster. Holy crap. that was insane. That's the episode right there. That was it. Yeah. Wow. So that's the Infantry General versus the Tank General. The Chinese Infantry General will go to the next round to face off with the Chinese Nuclear General. So, we'll see what happens with that. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.